So what is today's date? Today's date is the 18th of September. 18th of September. I'm here in Irbil with Dr.Pary, and I'm also sitting here with the Honorable Dr. Mohammed, Ministry of Extra-Regional Affairs. And he's granted me permission to read this beautiful letter from Mr. Mike Anderson regarding his son, Michael Anderson, Jr. And it says, he actually addressed it to Dr. Pary because he knows that she's very, very supportive of this memorial also. Dear Dr. Pary, Director of KRG, I respectfully write today to bring awareness and obligation to preserve the memories of our brave children that came to free Iraq from tyranny and oppression. It is important to remember our men and women, our warriors that consciously volunteer to defend foreign soil and a people whom they have never met. Memories are all that we parents have remaining. On a personal visit to Kurdistan back in November 2006, he was here. While combat operations were still well underway, I was in the same region that my only son shed his blood, my blood. I was told that he was forever a part of Iraq. Due to his blood soaking into the soil upon his death, I was able to breathe the same air that my son once took in. I was able to visit with some of the same people that my son was defending. During that time, at the company of Bayan Sami Rahman, I had the opportunity to meet with President Masoud Barzani, then Prime Minister, the Shivran Barzani, along with multiple ministers. At the same time, there were multiple discussions regarding a permanent memorial to recognize the foreign warriors that shed blood, giving their lives and sacrifice for the people of Iraq. I had even viewed a beautiful proposed planned drawing. A memorial will encourage future visits by generations of family members of those lost in battle. Family members would want to see with their own eyes to visualize the name of their loved one forever etched in history. I'm hoping that most can understand the sensitivity of the pain associated with losing a firstborn and only son to conflict abroad. One can only imagine at best. We are grieving families. We wake every day with a pain that never eases or goes away. On behalf of our Gold Star families here in the United States, I encourage you to investigate the possibilities of completing a permanent memorial to ensure the protection of our children's names that had given their last measure of devotion, their lives. This memorial will protect the dignity of our fallen troops' names. Without question, they deserve the highest level of respect and honor. Signed, Michael Senior Anderson and his wife Angela Anderson from Modesto, California. His son was Corporal Michael D. Anderson, Jr., United States Marine Corps, killed in combat action 14 December 2004, Fallujah, Iraq. Operation Phantom Fury, also known as Battle for Fallujah, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment. As you can see, Doctor, his emotion is poured out in this letter. And I have several other letters.
I think we can.
You want to make a copy?
I think we can make it after we have that idea.
Well, you know what, Doctor? By you just saying those words, these families would just deeply, deeply appreciate that. And I'm going to present this film at our dinner, and I'm going to show them.
The past memory goes to them. We were sharing their server relic. And one thing, let them not forget. Sometimes in the course of life, something deserves to sacrifice for them. If you look at the history of the United States, go back to liberal country always ready to liberate other countries and help other peoples. All of us should be proud of our kids.
Yes, yes.
We're grateful for what they do.
Oh, I
We
know.
cannot, we as a Kurd cannot forget that. Even not in 2003, we cannot forget that 1991 when they created safe haven for Kurdish Kurdistan, and they started to protect us from through no-fly zone. That's part of our history. We cannot forget that, and we appreciate that.
Well, we deeply appreciate
And
you
let them
guys.
be proud of their kids. Because
Yes.
they've, like you said, that the Gold Star, their souls are always around.
And it's a bittersweet organization because it's one organization you really don't want to belong to, you know, because you would have to lost your loved one in battle, you know. So that's definitely one organization I don't want to belong to. I have this letter from a dear friend of mine. Her name is Roberta Taylor, and she's all alone now. Her son was a colonel and a doctor and a surgeon, and his name was Mark Taylor. He was killed in action March 20th in Fallujah, 2004. And Mark was a surgeon, she writes, who saved the lives of many. He not only saved the lives of American troops, but he also worked on many Iraqis. At one time, he stayed up all night working on a pregnant Iraqi lady who had been shot while attending a wedding. Both mother and unborn baby child survived. Dr. Taylor made the comment to his father in a phone call from Iraq stating, "Dad, I can't of anything I'd rather be doing than saving our troop lives here. On behalf of all Gold Star families, I can't think of anything more meaningful than a memorial to be erected in honor of our fallen soldiers. It also serves as a reminder of all the good things that our soldiers have accomplished in freeing the Iraqi people and helping them to rebuild their communities, from vaccinating children to constructing city infrastructure." And this is from Mrs. Roberta Taylor from
If
Stockton.
you can give me copies of this letter, it will help me a lot. I can write it at Council of Ministers, and it will help me a lot to easify that the memorial project.
I appreciate that. And one more letter, this is real short. This is from Becky Meisner. She says, "I lost my son in Baghdad, Iraq, when mortar rounds hit the living quarters of the 542nd Maintenance Company. The thought of a memorial to all those who gave their lives for freedom is an amazing idea. It would be a true blessing to know that his life was not in vain, to know that those that he fought for truly appreciated him and those alongside him. I also support the work that Richard Campos and Dr.Pary are doing. They're amazing people with huge hearts." Yes, he is. And I have other letters from senators, state senator,
Give me a copy of this
Let's
letter.
make
so we can,
copies.
board of
And you
supervisors.
know
That
what
will
we're
help
going
us.
to do, Richard? We're going to give it in the capable hands of Dr. Mohammed.
Thank you.
And Dr. Mohammed will help us. Because,
Yeah, no, I really believe in these things. I can.
yeah.
It would be great.
You know, what I was thinking is having a memorial maybe in Sami Abdurrahman's park, like a little, not little, but I mean, it's a huge memorial, but kind of put it all together. They were victims of terrorist attacks. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Already we have a memorial wall for our mountains. Something like that, I think it can happen somewhere.
Like Washington
In
Memorial?
very identical area.
Oh, that's great.
Because you cannot, any family should visit,
Mm-hmm.
any official who visit there, he can pay a respect visit to this memorial as well. You know, it's a way of creating more bridges between.
Do you think we should be talking to the American Embassy yet?
The
Or
American Embassy, they will be happy, but an idea we have to allocate
you have-
land for
yeah.
that, budget, think who can design it, what you're going to put there. So steps have to be taken forward.
Is this doable though, Doctor?
Yeah, it's doable, don't worry.
This can happen?
I created that memorial for Hafad,
Yes.
if you can.
We should show it to you.
Sure, you
Maybe
you can
you
pay
film
us,
it.
yeah, really,
Yeah.
you can either that one for Kurdistan.
And remember, he brought back all those remains of those.
You know, look at the Quran there, it's just, the project's finished already.
We should go and visit.
Say he can, but we are going to do it in a smaller scale.
Mhm.
That was for whole.
Yes, almost 200,000 people died in Anfal. So if we can do something similar, in appreciation of what the American soldiers did for Safe Haven and for Iraq liberation.
I will discuss that with Prime Minister, and I can raise this issue with the Council.
Thank you.